look at what we have. An actual new rival. Hey everybody, welcome back to Formula 1 2017. It is time for the rain in the race of Spain. Alright, here we go. Let's also, even though we just talked to her, let's go ahead and listen to the voicemail she left us. We'll think earlier.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
Okay, that hasn't changed, but the face next to it has. Okay, so Spain. It's a track that I like, and it's a track that I feel like I've done pretty well with in the past. I gotta be honest though, the letdown of not getting our aero upgrade, and I'm hoping that recorded earlier. If not, well, we didn't get our 4-week upgrade. It's going to take an additional week and cost us an additional 600 and something resource points. So we don't have that for here. We'll have it for Monaco, which is useless. And that's disappointing, because I think it really would have helped here. But let's go to qualifying and see what we can do regardless. Alright, it is not just raining.
You should be able to get into the next qualifying
It is pouring.
session easily. So try to get a hot lap in early so we can save the tyres.
Yeah, but what's the weather look like? 10 minutes, still raining. 15 minutes, still raining. How's it going to clear out throughout the day, though? Or is it? 20 minutes, still raining. And 30 minutes, still raining. This system's really dumb, by the way, that it makes you sit here and wait for these to scroll through. 45 minutes, it'll lighten up. And 90 minutes, it will stop. Okay, so probably a wet qualifying all the way through. Probably wet all the way through, and then we can look at the race. The race looks like it's just going to be cloudy. Cool. I don't think I need to do anything. Let's just go to track. I'm going to stick with my dry
Track
setup.
is pretty empty right now. Lots of space.
Because I don't want to sacrifice our race setup if it's not going to be rainy at all then in the race. I don't want to have a wet weather setup. And let me be honest with you, I ran some wet practice laps, and it was bad. It wasn't this wet. It was actually barely wet, intermediate wet. And the car was just super unhappy. But now that it's fully wet, it might be a little different. Intermediate wet and full wet, two very, very different driving tracks, in fact. 137 from Alonso, but that gives me somewhat of an idea. Okay, that was too late. I do want to try and stay in this dry groove. Frankly, I'm a little surprised that there is this much of a dry groove. I could do without that crap game. Oh, buddy, we're in the puddles now. I feel like I don't have a lot of rain experience. I also feel like the game's hang-ups happen far more frequently in the rain than they do in the dry. So I wonder if I could turn down some of the graphics options for the rain to help that. I don't know. I have no idea if this is going to be anywhere in the ballpark or fast enough. I might have to do a couple laps. Which is not really what I want to do because of the wear on equipment. But we gotta get out of Q1. We gotta. Oh, these hang-ups are gonna be a major problem for me. I've done everything I could. I have everything else closed. Make sure there's no other program interference. It's just something with the game. Okay, so that was bad. That was real bad. I'm going to have to do better than that. But now I at least have somewhat of an idea of what to expect. I might have the brake bias too far to the rear for the conditions. I mean, you want it pretty far to the rear for the conditions, but this might be too extreme.
You've dropped down to the 6th row. You're currently in P11.
stay in the dry. It's a bit different in the rain, but I think this set of turns, these, like, 3 turns here, probably one of the hardest sequence of turns to get right in all of Formula 1. I think that's... Even when I think back of, like, the other series we've done in Assetto Corsa here,
At least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
that's really always complex turns that's very complex. Very hard to get right. Well, we gained like a second there by not going off, so that's good. So I'm gonna go off down here instead, right? Off this curb. Stay off the paint as much as you can, I guess. Alright, well, we picked up a bit. Get out of the dirt. It's only good enough for 7th. I don't know how I feel about that. It doesn't look like it's going to be good enough. I think I'm going to have to go try again. Alright. I've turned some graphics settings down, especially to do with the weather, hoping to get rid of the hang-ups. Because I went out for another lap and it hung up so bad that I entirely missed a turn. Like, when I entered the turn, I was hung in that frame until the exit of that same turn, so it was real bad. So let's hope it gets better here. And I do need to pick up some time or we're going to be in a big trouble. I think the track... it's still hanging up real bad. I think the track is a little bit better, but if the game keeps doing stuff like that, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get out of Q1 here. It's like, we'll pretend it's a mechanical issue, like we're having an issue with the car. Immersion. We're a little bit to the green right now. Not much. Lock up down into here, though. That wasn't very good at all. I'll be honest, I am not very good at driving in the rain. Oh man. Well, so much for that. That hang-up has doomed us. Frustrated. Let's see. Yeah, we didn't make it. That's the first in a long time. Frustrating. That's very frustrating. Well, this is going to be a very, very interesting race now, isn't it? Gosh, that's... infuriating. I mean, it's bad that I was driving like butts, but I think if the game wasn't hanging up every turn, I could have done it. Regardless. Well, now the team's going to be all upset. Boy, this should be an interesting voicemail.
Hello. I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
12th. Hell with that. We're going higher than 12th. If it kills me, then it might.
And after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Perez, Ocon, Sainz, and Nico Hulkenberg, Kvyat, Alonso, Felipe Massa, and Palmer, Van Dorn, Grosjean, Williams, and Kevin Magnussen. Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And with light...
Shut up. I don't even want to hear you finish that statement.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good
We
luck.
do want to come out in one piece. Alright, so a couple things of note. I don't like the car very much on mediums. We do get to start on brand new tires, and we can choose whatever tire we want to start on. The standard strategy seems to be soft, medium, medium. I'm kind of curious about trying soft, soft, medium instead, because I like this soft so much better. Let me see if I can do that. Alright, so that would be a 10, a 10, and a 13. They are giving me a little bit less of a projected race time with that. That seems to be what they're suggesting as 10, 10, 13. I think that makes more sense to me than soft, medium, medium. Because, like I said, I just didn't like the mediums too much. I'll give it a try. What's the worst that could happen, right? And fuel-wise, we got 35 laps of fuel. Let me do a little bit of extra since we're starting so far in the back and we might need that power. Alright. Simple as that. This is our first time starting back of the field in a long time, especially since it's not anything to do with penalties. We'll see how it goes and hope that the frame issues are gone. Let's speak the correct words. And we're off. Maybe the wrench was not a good idea because it spun the tires, but Alonso's very slow. Oh, but then he poked a hole through the field for me, actually. Okay. Boy, it's been a while since we've started back here. I forgot how crazy it is. It is crazy. I think we're still 3 wide. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's all I have to say about that. What did Jeff say? Did Jeff have something to say there? I don't think that was the time. Not that he cares. He gets paid by the word. Alright, well. I think that gets the award for world's most aggressive start. Game is not hitching. Let's just chill and focus and try to get as many points as we can today. Should be faster than this Renault straight away. I've driven that thing before. I should know. I should know. Alright, hey, we have a point. It only took us 1 lap. See? Don't need to worry. Who needs to qualify well anyway? Me. I do. I would like to be the guy to qualify well. Easy. Sequence of turns, like I said in qualifying, I think, is very treacherous. Losing the nose there right behind him. DRS should be on next lap. I make the pass there. I make it the pass, but it set me up really bad for the next set of turns, and honestly was probably a net loss time-wise. I should have waited. Now Sainz is scooted away.
Race officials have
Okay,
enabled
that's
DRS. DRS is now available.
Hectic start. I need to just settle into a rhythm now. I'm going to be aggressive. Our strategy dictates that we must, since we're going to try 2 stops with 2 sets of softs. We need to use them up and get the most out of them. The second run, I think, is going to be pivotal for us. If we can't make time on that second run, then the strategy didn't make a lot of sense. He's having a little bit of oversteer there. It's always nice when I see them have oversteer in a place where I have oversteer. It's vindicating. Hi. I just want to pass you on DRS in the straightaway at this point. I don't know if I should go to Rich or not. I've got a lot of draft here too, so I don't think I'll need it. Boy, I don't think I even really needed DRS.
Running an excess of fuel. Mix 3 is there if you need it. Mix 3.
Alright, but now to catch Perez, that's when we might need it. Oh, somebody's wide. Is that one of the Ferraris? Oh, Rakkonen's got an issue or something. Rakkonen's got problems. I had a problem there. Let's try to get rid of that gap. Now I ran the crap out of this car, but I should have slightly better tires than the top 10. Ever so slightly. Really gotta find my groove now. This is one of those tracks where I feel like I drive much better in traffic than out on my own. But we had a better car than this in practice. This should be a top 5-able car if I can get it up there. Let's use a little fuel here, try and get a good run. It's hard to remember to turn the fuel off. I really should just turn it off before I even get to the braking zone, or maybe even when I get to 8th gear. Likely makes sense. I think we're settling into a bit of a rhythm. Pack ahead of us. Is racing very tight, which could be good for us. If they start getting side by each, which I think they are. Easy. This is one of the hardest places to be, is behind a pack like that, and not close enough to really be in contention with them. It's hard to stay motivated. I feel like I'm really closing. Turn 1 is my best, or not turn 1, sector 1 is my best sector, and luckily the car works pretty well through here as well. Sector 2 is my worst sector. Sector 3, I think, is the car's worst sector. It's interesting, because I thought our chassis was doing pretty well. But it's just not working with this particular track. I do think them running nose to tail through here is helping us. Probably my worst turn. It looks so simple, but it's not. This lap I feel like we made up some time. For sure. Be a little careful with the sausages there, and a little more careful with the curb on the exit.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Alright, 1.6. Yeah, we took some time off there.
Distance 2
just keep really hitting this first sector as well as I can if this is where the car is the best. These tires are going to start to give up time. Force India is really under pressure. I might want to start going to fourth there.
Gap to car in front is 2.1 seconds.
Oh wow, I must have lost a lot of time this lap. Didn't look like it. So it's just a better third sector, although I just missed a gear change there, and that probably cost me a second. That sucks. Use some fuel to try and make up for that.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Yeah, it was a bad lap. Bad lap. Alright, they're side by side. That is good news. Especially since this is the sector we like. He got around Perez. Yep. Car's just definitely not feeling as sporty now. Sure, we were very hard on these tires through that first few laps. I think we can still try to push for more on the second run. As long as I can stay close to him. What I hope is Raikkonen trying to get his way back through the field is going to slow some of these guys up. Bring him back to us. 2 more laps in this run. Okay, that's what he's doing.
Gap to first place is 15.
That easy DRS pass isn't going to help us though. And the crowd goes wild. And the car bottoms out on that curve, as it should. And I overcooked the right-hander here. Remember how I said Sector 1 was my best? Oh, no. Get it under control, come. Nope. It may have just sealed our fate. Might be a P8 kind of day. It's the danger of pushing the car to the ragged edge every single lap. Because eventually you're probably going to step over that line. And I just did. Still got a bit of race left. Every point is going to matter here. I really wanted a strong day today, considering where we're going next. Oh man. But it is what it is. Get out of the gravel. It is what it
Pit
is.
window has opened. Pit window now open for
Oh,
you.
they're pitting already. Interesting.
Felipe in the pits. Felipe has pitted.
I'm curious what their entire strategy is going to be. If they pit a lap earlier, that leads me to believe they're going to do medium, medium. Oh, well, Vettel's out on medium, so I guess that answers that. Should be interesting to see if we're any faster on the second run. I think the rear tires have really paid the price here. They've paid the ultimate sacrifice. I might be losing time on this lap. And then who knows what the backup field's going to do. Maybe some people are going to come in for hards here. I have no idea. No idea.
The car ahead is coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead, they're running medium tires.
Yellow flag behind us. What that was all about.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
You almost said that too late, my friend. You almost said that too late. Boy, I'd really like to hold Perez on this exit. Nope. Oh well. Looks like everybody's gone to mediums. I'm the only one trying this strategy. Which is fine.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
Yeah, it looks like Van Dorn started on mediums, so I'm thinking there's going to be some people that started on mediums and then go to hards and one stop the race. But considering I'm already behind them, I don't think that's going to work well for them. But it could play a factor into how many points we get today. It should be really good now. Lighter than it was at the start of the race. Still really sucks through there. Hoping that Perez and that crew is maybe in some traffic. That would be good. What I mean, like, I just feel like I'm so much better here when I can run with other cars. I struggle to find my marks. There's Ocon in the pits, actually, I think. Oh, it was Perez we were battling with, not Ocon, that's right. Feel like I'm as fast as I had hoped I would be on the softs. I do have quite a bit of fuel on board. Alright. Just way overdriving the car. This is what's happening. Frustration causes frustration. This is my best lap. But I don't think it's best enough. Obviously, we're going to catch Van Dorn here on the medians. Who hasn't even pit yet, I think. So I can't use him as my judge as to what our pace is like here. A little bit of DRS though. That's nice. As long as he lets me through. It's good, didn't lose too much. Yeah, Alonso's also doing that strategy. So we don't have to worry. about them at all, really. I wish we didn't have to pass in this lap. I'd like to know
Gap to the car
what our
ahead
lap
is
time would have been like.
3.3 seconds.
I would have to be seconds a lap faster than Perez to catch him again. I don't think that's the case at all. Probably lockstep at best. Although I did see him on the map, and he is still racing people, so that's good. Tell you what, I'll be happy when I don't have to do 3 races in a week again. It's a lot. Even though that one was only a 25, that was a very intense 25%. Alright, he's pitting now. Oh, and he didn't give us DRS? What a jerk. I needed that. Run this thing real hard for a lap. Well, it's still got some good in it. I see them on the map. Not too hard now. Pushing it to its extremes. Risky. At this point in the run. Setting greens, not purples. I set a purple third sector, I think. Last lap, oddly. It was good, if that's not a sector I think I'm usually very good at. Well, 1:23.3, that's a pretty good lap. 5.3 seconds to Perez. If I don't set another foot wrong the rest of this race, there's still a slight possibility there, but very slight. This is such a classic circuit. There's something about it that it makes me think F1. Or it makes me think F1 of when I first, kind of fell in love with F1 rather than the modern F1. It doesn't remind me anything of the new tracks, even though that's butchered a little bit. This chicane certainly ruins the fun of the track a lot. It still has that old feel to it. How do we do this lap?
Keep pushing. You're gaining on the
4.9.
car ahead.
Yes, we are, Jeff. I don't trust you, so I was looking at that myself. But thanks for trying, Jeff.
The gap behind us is 10.3 seconds.
So we're between the two Force Indias right now. That's not the worst situation in the world. I feel like there's still one car that hasn't pit or something. But maybe I'm wrong. Drove it into there. They wasn't too happy about it. Not too happy at all. I cannot figure out that turn. They take it nearly flat out, and I just cannot for the life of me figure out how. Alright, rears are starting to get unhappy, I think. Try and take it a little easier on the exits. Loses me a lot of straightaway speed if I do that.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
4.9, yeah, that wasn't a good effort.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 of a lap.
Good for him. Could you tell his teammate to do a similar pace? That'd be great. It's a pretty good start to the lap. Trying to figure out something there. I feel like I can see Perez a bit more now, which is making me hungry. Which will probably make me overdrive the car even worse. If I'm honest. But for being this late in the run, the car feels a lot better than it did
Gap to the car in front is
late last run.
2 seconds.
Oh, that was a good lap, yeah. He made up quite a bit. Just trying to get every bit out of it without overdriving any of the turns. Not an easy task. Yeah, I could feel that was happening mid-turn. There wasn't anything I could do about it. There goes that whole second that I gained. Oh, that's so frustrating. The amount of tension that I have in my body right now trying to squeak out every little bit of the car is quite high. It's got to be one of the most frustrating parts of this. It's the races that you put the most into and try the hardest.
The pit window has opened.
Usually the ones you did the worst at. It's interesting that we're going to pit on what looks to be the same lap. No, he'll probably go a little bit further on his mediums. So maybe I'll undercut him a bit. That's part of the strategy I didn't really even take into account. That means he's going to have a real short run on his mediums for the last segment. Why they did that instead of this? I mean, not that the car is super comfortable.
Okay, Jeff here. You're causing unnecessary wear to your transmission. Try to take it easy. We risk losing it.
Come here. Shut up.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
I like how he only says Jeff here whenever it's something bad. I'm on. Not really that sorry. Not sorry at all, actually. Okay, Bryce is pitting here. What does he do? Who is your pit strategy, and what does he do?
Exit now.
Oh, I feel like we gained some on the pit road here. Doesn't it look like it?
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Okay. Massa's in between us. That's gonna be dicey. Get him, Massa. Get him. Get him. You can't. You can't get him. Because you stink. Because you're terrible. But we're a lot closer than we were.
We've lost one of the gears. The transmission is significantly damaged. We're down a gear.
Geez, it's fourth gear. That's a bad one to lose. That, well, we can hope that it'll fix itself. Sometimes it does. But that might be game over for fighting Perez. Boy, what a weekend. I forgot it was fourth. That's the gear I used for that turn.
Okay, bad news on the gearbox. The team are trying everything they can think of, but they're not optimistic. Just keep at it. Do your best. That's all we can ask.
Thanks, Jeff. That's a brutal one to be missing.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
You know how hard that is to try and remember?
Pitting now. Felipe is in the pits.
Really? I think he's probably already completed his pit stop. Well, that worked to get
Okay, gap ahead is 2.
back to him.
Seconds.
And now, I can't do anything about it. Let's make sure we aren't using fourth, or what would be fourth, as much as we can. Just, the whole thing's got me out of my groove, though. Doesn't take much to put you way out of rhythm. Hurts me the most in this turn, I think. What I was thinking there, obviously I wasn't. Hurts that run on the straightaway too.
The gap to the leader is 33.6 seconds.
Let it rev out in third in those cases. Ah, it's back! It's back! Hello, fourth gear! I missed you! Please don't leave me again. Never leave me, ever, ever again. Ah, glorious fourth gear. You always were my favorite gear. All the other gears suck. Now can we run them down? We really needed to be doing that the first couple of laps of the run. That's okay. That's alright. Okay, that's water curve. Use our fuel. I don't have a ton to use, but I'm going to use as much as I can.
Front is 2.0 seconds.
Yeah, Alonso did go for that hard tire strategy. All we gotta do is get within DRS. And we can do this. I don't feel like we're terribly far off. Maybe a second. Less than a second. I gotta eat my words. The car isn't working too terribly on these mediums. Just really didn't like him in practice. Unless they're new. We'll see what they're like when they're older. If I could get out of that goddamn gravel. It's not a new problem. That problem's been there since F1 2012. Or 2011, wherever I started. Abuse the curb. Where are we at? 1.3. Gotta gain 0.3 of a second and some change. See how great you are, fourth gear? You're so great. Don't you really like working, existing? Isn't it just the best? Cheering us on. See, we're on the hunt here. We got some potential. I didn't hit the dirt and I got DRS. I locked up the tires a bit, but it's okay. Get a good exit and I didn't. Just use DRS to hold up here with him. A big run, but it's too late. Too little, too late.
So the gap to our teammate is 21.0 seconds.
Why would you think that I would care about that right now? Just why? Just trying to break the silence, the dead air? Is that what you're doing? That's my job. A little squirmish there, Perez. A little squeamish. So hard to say based on everything that's happened, but it really doesn't seem like we had the pace to be up in the front of the pack this weekend anyway. 22 was never really going to happen with this car.
35.6 seconds.
He ran it in there pretty deep, but I think he eventually locked him up. Okay.
The gap to the car ahead is
Unless Ricardo's having problems,
7.8
there's
seconds.
no way we would catch him. But I'm happy. I'm happy trying to hold this position, because I didn't really think it was ever going to be a possibility to get up to 7th. It wasn't looking like it mid-race there. Especially when the gears messed up. Used to be a pylon there. Wonder who messed that up. Probably the same person messed that one up. That wasn't intentional, I swear. Are we there yet? Not quite. It's actually quite a few laps. Oh, Verstappen's out! And the crowd goes wild. Oh, that's... Well, that saves our butts, doesn't it? That saves our butts so much.
Caution.
We were gonna lose... We were gonna lose so many points in the teammate thing, or not the teammate thing, the rivalry thing to him. Of all the terrible, terrible things that have happened this race weekend, finally, something good happened to us. That gets us some points back as well. We're just gonna try and hold off Perez, who's not going away, to say the least. I bet he would if I could get him out of DRS range. Where he was, I'm a little surprised that wasn't a safety car or anything, or a VSC. I guess he was up against the wall so they could crane over the track. Someone's got to hook that thing. That would be dodgy. Cone dodgy.
Our gap to the car in front is 9.0 seconds.
It's so hard to see in this car, but we do have a little bit of fuel left over. He took out my braking board. He took out my braking board. That's rude. Verstappen's final payback. I do wonder what could have been if I hadn't run off the track. Maybe 5th? Maybe 4th? Maybe. We'll never know. We got that car up there. There's many hittable objects missing from this track. I would love for this left car to, like, let me through and hold Perez up a little bit. That'd be great.
The gap to teammate is 20.5 seconds.
Wow, 9 seconds to Ricardo. That seems like that increased a lot. There is a 100 marker on the inside of the track, but it's harder to see. I'll have to adapt and overcome. Still not easy. Still, I think, one of the hardest to drive tracks of the season.
Okay, gap ahead is 10.0 seconds.
So the game made it harder for us, and we made it harder for us. Let's not make it any harder, though. I feel like maybe these mediums aren't working so great for me now. Really? That's how you let me through, huh? That's cool. That's fine. Oh, and then you parked it in front of Perez. So, I think maybe, Codemasters, I know you're just huge fans. Huge fans. Maybe I think the AI needed a little work in their blue flag coding. I mean, I appreciate the fact that Perez is getting held up immensely right now. but
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
kind of hurts the credibility of the game, I gotta tell you. Just a little bit. Two more times going. Just 2 more times. We will get a P6. And we darn well better get a driver of the day. Darn well better. Now that he's out of DRS range, I don't think that's as much of a fight. Which is fine with me. Easier here since I don't think or is as balanced as it was. It was like a 2 or 3 lap span of this race where I felt like the balance was good and it was something I could fight with. The rest of the race, not so much. Careful there, I could let him back into the DRS zone or range. Well, let's just quickly review. Let's quickly review this weekend. Started out with a failed upgrade that I was very much so looking forward to. A major upgrade. Cool, that's fine. Moved to practice, rained for 2 of the sessions, did some rain practice, car didn't feel very good. Get to qualifying, monsoons,
Gap to car in front is
and then during my laps, the game freezes every turn. So we ended up not making it through Q1. We make it to the race. Start at the back of the pack. Kind of a messy start. I didn't gain as much at the actual start as I wish I would have. But we did make up quite a few spots. Pushing my way through the field, I drive too hard and run it off track. That's my bad. Using a slightly different strategy. We are able to take the fight back to them. And 3rd gear brakes in the car for our 4th gear brakes. But we still manage to get a 6th place finish.
Take care of the car on the way in.
And my helmet's broken. I guess what I'm saying is I can't complain. I'm not happy, but I can't complain.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. So here they come now, out onto the podium.
Vettel,
Wherever you go,
Hamilton,
in
and
the world,
Bottas.
the prancing horse flags are So then, it's time to see how this
P6 for us. Oh, Massa scored a point. Wow, that's surprising. He didn't look like he was.
Down after a poor result for our points leader. Now then, Anthony
Who was leading?
Davidson,
Raikkonen was
who was your
leading.
driver of the day?
I think I'm going to award it to the Williams driver. That was a
Darn right you are.
performance today. Very impressive indeed.
On to the constructors then.
Whoa.
Ferrari
Oh, what's that
extend
look
their
like?
lead at the top of the championship. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up
There's
the
words
standings.
we never thought we would
It
hear.
was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
Okay, so we do fall to 3rd. However, it's 10, 18, 18, 40. I am still in between the Ferraris and the Mercedes. It's not a bad situation to be in. Now, granted, we're headed to Monaco, where I'm sure I'm going to lose points. But it's still not a bad situation to be in. I'm still pleased. I still think we have chances there. And the dream is still alive to make Williams the third highest manufacturer, basically alone. So that's alive. We did get driver of the day. It was a very rough race. There was something that happened at the beginning that I do want to look at. Let's look. Could have hoped for more, but now we got to look forward to, I think what we're really looking forward to is going to be our 50% race at Canada next week, because we have potentially 2 major upgrades on the car by then, and that's going to be big, because that's a really good track for me and a good track for the car. Oh yeah, let's start. Was not the land of opportunity for us, was it? Where did I go from here? Oh, I snuck right in front of the Haas. Oh, that's right, the dive bomb on the McLaren and Massa. Yeah. 3 wide. And yoink! Okay. I thought it was close, but no, I actually booped Massa's tire. Well, sorry, Massa. Sorry. I had to go. Places to be. Good stuff. Good stuff.